right from the jump, it's like it's not like, oh, America guy gonna save the world. Like, what was the one with Ben Affleck there? Armageddon and stuff like that.
Armageddon.
Yeah, like
That,
they
I'm not
really
gonna lie, that's what I was hoping. I was hoping Rocky was actually a driller from his species, and they're instead of like the mechanic, he was like, "Yeah, I just drill." They said I had to come here. Fuck, who doesn't want to be a rocket man? Because we're talking movies. We're talking Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling and Rocky. Directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Chris, you're smart. You'll figure it out.
fist my bump, fist my bump, fist my bump. Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of How'd You Like That Movie? As Scott said, we're going to be talking about the new release, Project Hail Mary. Scott, why don't you space take us away?
Yeah, this was one of the films that I was looking forward to this year, and to bury the lead a little bit, I was not disappointed. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed this movie. And to be frank, I didn't like listen to the audiobook or read the book. So I have no idea. From what I heard, there are some changes from the book to the movie. But yeah, man, it was needless to say, a little roller coaster ride of emotions. And it was fucking well done. Like I was impressed with this film.
So I knew nothing going into this movie. I'd seen a brief trailer, and then I didn't revisit it. So it was funny because I actually did a TikTok like right out of the theater reaction TikTok, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like a cross between Interstellar and the Martian. Well, it turns out it's like The Martian because it's written by Andy Weir, the same guy who wrote The Martian. So yeah, I guess it's a book really popular. People who are smarter than me were aware that it was a novel. But the reason I recorded like right out of the theater is I was like, man, I don't know what was going on, but I had like a like a spiritual philosophical experience watching this movie. I was like the amount of crying I did in this movie, happy crying, sad crying, hopefully bad things don't happen to good people crying, laughing. Listen, the audience clapped at the end of the movie. I have only ever seen that at film festivals. I was like, what the fuck is happening here, man? Uh, Thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It basically like made all it made me feel like, oh, humanity has a future, and not just humanity, but like living species because of Rocky. Which, by the way, I don't know. Can we? Is that part of? Is that a spoiler? Like, I don't know, Scott.
No,
Like,
they literally, even in the first trailer, they gave up Rocky. The final trailer, there's a lot more
okay,
of
yeah, don't
Rocky.
watch the trailers, but yeah, there is an alien in this. He's amazing. It's amazing. He's so funny. It's so funny. Sorry, whatever. Sorry, I messed up the alien pronouns. Take away my woke card. Yeah. One of the things I really liked about this is right from the jump, it's like it's not like, oh, America guy gonna save the world. Like, what was the one with Ben Affleck there? Armageddon and stuff like that.
Armageddon.
Yeah, like
That,
they
I'm not
really
gonna lie, that's what I was hoping. I was hoping Rocky was actually a driller from his species, and they're instead of like the mechanic, he was like, "Yeah, I just drill." They said I had to come here.
that's what Rocky's wife says. He says, "You're a driller. You're a driller, baby."
Yeah.
But what I liked is that, like, even though yes, Ryan Gosling plays like an American scientist, it's not like, oh my God, thank God for the Americans. They're gonna save us. Like, they're like all over the world, people are working on this project. You are just one of many, right? And Sandra Hüller, who plays Eva, like the head scientist or whatever, she's I think in the movie, like she is a German, but I feel like she was like based out of Denmark or Sweden or something like that. They've got they have Chinese astronauts and Russian guards, and like it's as if like because it's about an extinction event, right? So the idea that hopefully, I mean, to be honest, I have very little faith that we would be successful in saving our species. And actually, so does that character because she even
Mhm.
says like if this doesn't get sorted out, what is it like 1/3 or 1/4 of the world's going to starve because the sun
In
is
30
basically
years. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then she was like, it's actually, you're going to double it because, the governments aren't really going to ration. They're
Yeah, they're not
just
going
going
to
to,
work together.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, like the idea is that like you would hope that the greatest minds on the planet would to come together to try and do this. So it's diverse in a real way, not diverse in the like, and there's the black astronaut, and that's the lady astronaut. It's just like we went across the globe and we found the best people.
yeah.
But
The other
yeah,
thing, I was going to say, the
oh, no,
other
no,
thing
go, 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 go.
I appreciated with this is from get-go, especially somebody who didn't read the book or anything like that, the way they did the editing, because it is a non-linear story, because you're kind of in the dark with the same as Ryan Gosling's character, you're developing like what's going on, and that's the thing, it circumvents all your expectations because you're thinking he's there because he's the American best guy, the guy like he was gung ho, ready to do it, right? And then once you get to the end and you find out, you're like,
It's
holy
kind of
shit.
different, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that use of nonlinear storytelling is great because like you said, like you essentially I think it opens with him waking up, correct?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you're kind of waking you as the audience again, unless you've read the book or listened to the audiobook, you're kind of with him as he remembers stuff and slowly pieces stuff together in space. And it does jump back and forth between like the why on here on Earth and then the present in space. Yeah, this movie though was just like it's so well written. Again, when you have a novel as a source material, it's always great. But like they were really smart in going to Drew Goddard, who also did the screenplay for The Martian. He also did Cabin in the Woods. He worked on Buffy and stuff. But the fact that he'd already translated effectively the writing of this author, like the humor comes out, the drama comes out. Because really, like for the most of this movie, it's a two-hander between Ryan Gosling, London, Ontario's own, the man with the plan, the man with the hair. By the way, very handsome as a scientist. I feel like this costume is going to be a big costume this Halloween. Is this scientist? But it's him and a puppet. Like
Yeah.
I think Rocky is both puppeteered and then some stuff is filled in with maybe CGI or animation.
Hmm. I believe
But
so as well. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but like you feel like Rocky's a real character.
Yeah, like I went with my son to go watch this. His critique was he felt it was too long. Um
Like the whole movie.
yeah, yeah. He thinks it could have been a little bit less.
Your son's
Uh
wrong, but sure.
coming from the guy who's always like, you can it is 2.5 hours, right? But
But I didn't feel the 2.5 hours.
right. And here's the thing that I was telling my son. I'm like, this is your generation's Castaway. I'm like, because Ryan Gosling captures you so much, and so does Rocky, that it is Tom Hanks and Wilson, right? Like,
Like the inanimate object and the real person.
yeah, I'm like, and that's the thing, because he does have to do like a lot of the heavy lifting, because I think like he's in every scene of this movie, right? There isn't one
Yes,
scene he's
yes.
not, right? So he has to carry it, and you go through his whole you know gambit of emotions that he's going through, but it's captivating to see it, right? Like, now, because this came out in March and everything like that, I don't think there's going to be many nominations for him in the acting category.
Yeah, that was what I was concerned about too. Is it's so early? Like, I mean, I guess first off, we're gonna have to see what comes out this year because this has the makings of a best picture. Like if we were talking, if this was coming out in November, December, like I'd be like, oh yeah, like this is Oscar bait. It's great, got great writing, it's got great cast, it's cinematic. So you got a great score. Also, you have the scope, as I often talk about, scope and scale for Best Picture. So, but this is a fucking good movie. I think I said in my TikTok, I was like, this is cinema. Like this is why we go to the movies, is to
Mhm.
experience stories like this, to feel things. Like again, man, I like there were scenes in this too, like some of the psychedelic scenes and stuff. I was just like, yo, man, you could do some mushrooms or something and just like chill out here and like blow your mind. Like,
Well, that's the thing. It's little nods that they do because I saw a lot of 2001 A Space
mm-hmm,
Odyssey, right? Like
mm-hmm.
with some of those psychedelics that they were doing with the lights. Um but also like the levity that they're able to bring, and I think it's what Lord and Miller do so well, that they're able like even bring some levity to the drama, right? Where like even though it's like a sad scene, you can't help but laugh, right? Like my two favorite scenes, which are spoilers, but they don't really give away much. One is the first like kind of meeting between Rocky and Ryan Gosling's character, where he's in the ship, he's trying to get the fuck away from them, and then Rocky's just following him, and
Oh,
then
the like whoop,
yeah,
whoop, whoop.
and then the best part is they throw the canister. And then it goes really fast. It just bounces off the ship, and then you see Rocky like throw it again, and it's super slow. And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Why are they slow?" And then he realizes he's like, "Oh, they think I'm fucking a moron. They think I'm stupid." Right? So, like that one, I fucking loved. And then the other one is when they're talking about like the fuel, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you gave peace," and he's like crying. He's like, "You just fucking saying that shit. I didn't give peace." Right? Like you felt all the weight, like how like joyous he was, but also like how desperately sad he was in terms of where he thought he was going to be. I was like, it's just fucking good acting and good story.
Yeah, and all the emotions in this film, because it's like it feels like it's like one kind of film at one point, and then it's another kind of film, and then you're like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen, and then this happens. And I know if you're just listening to the audio, you're like, thanks, man. I'm so glad I tuned in to listen to you say non-words. But I really don't want to give anything away. I just really think that people should go watch it. Like I've been telling everybody, just go to the movie theater, watch it. Go to the movie theater, watch it. On our TikTok, I was like, go to the movie theater and watch it. If you don't like it, let me know why you didn't like it. But like, it's such a powerful film right now. And again, we got a lot of just heavy shit that's happening in the world. And it was kind of nice to, like I said, go into a movie theater, be entertained, and also kind of feel like, yeah, maybe we can figure our shit out. You know what I mean? Like if we can make it work with
Yeah.
an alien, maybe we can figure it out. And I'm actually shocked when so Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, like they did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, 21 and 22 Jump Street, the Lego movie. They're the creators of Clone High. There's nothing in their repertoire that I was like, that they would be so successful directing, because this is a big film and it's a lot of
Um,
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
there is, but there's no credit towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did film Star Wars a Han Solo story. And then the Kathleen Kennedy, I believe, that the president of Star Wars thought it was too jokey. So she fired them and hired Ron Howard and completely remade the movie.
Oh, so they actually did like the full film.
And I think they were like three-quarters of the way through, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, which one
Right?
was that?
The Han Solo one, the
It,
prequel.
yeah, isn't that the one that sucked?
It was, it's a Ron Howard movie. You can't like knock the guy, but it didn't do well at the box office, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it
Yeah.
was not. I didn't realize Ron Howard did do that. Poor Ron. Poor
Now,
Opie.
okay, so since you did ask some of these TikTok people their response, there are some already on there. I will read them to you, and you let me know. You can respond to them.
Are any of
First,
them asking me if I'm racist again?
uh,
Have we got past the
no.
sinner stuff yet?
So, all right, ready? This
Okay,
is
go, go,
from
go.
TikTok user Brimstone Raven. I won't pay money to see an American film. I will not back anything American again.
Okay, cool. Listen, as a Canadian, I'm not gonna knock that. That's a fucking tough go. I mean, they made the movie in Britain. Does that count? what?
A Canadian, a Canadian star.
Yeah, Canadian star. Like I don't know. There's kind of alien in it. I don't know what constitutes a fully American movie, but yeah, user Brimstone. Listen, man, I feel you. What else we got there, Scott? We got anything else or what?
There's one person who said they're through 3/4 of the way through the book and they're gonna go see it. The only other one is Pied Piper.
Mhm.
Is this film about a white man who saves all of us and sorry, who saves all of humanity? And I am gonna
Yes.
say no. It's about a rock who fucking saves all of humanity.
That's right. The Rock is not white, man. Can you smell what the Rock is mechanicking? uh, this thing also, like I said, it's visually extremely impressive. So Greg Fraser, he did Dune 1 and 2. He did the Batman, which Roger Deakins basically was like, "Wow, like you did an amazing job," which that's a pretty big props. Also did Zero Dark 30. So I do wonder if he didn't do Dune 3 because he was working on this. Because it's interesting
Possibly.
that the cinematographer did 2 out of 3 films. Because I can't think that the visuals changed that much for Dune 3 that they wouldn't want to bring him on. So it's just I thought that was an interesting break for the cinematographer.
Yeah, it could obviously be because of this one. Because if I'm not mistaken, they were kind of fast tracking 3 due to some scheduling. You know, Dennis Villeneuve is doing James Bond. Robert Patterson has to make the second Batman movie.
Mm.
Uh, he's now older than all the other Batmans, and we wanted a young Batman, but hey, you know, whatever. But yeah, so I'm guessing that that's kind of the case of what's going on there.
So the challenge, I think this is an Amazon production. I mean, they've got a bajillion dollars, so maybe they don't even need to make money. They could literally this thing. I have a range of 200 to 246 million dollar budget, which means to me, I think I saw a Variety article that said it had to do 500 to break even, but that doesn't make sense because that doesn't include any marketing then, right? Because 500 million, you know, half of that goes to your theater. So let's say you do bring in 250 million. Well, what? There was no marketing? Like, there's got to be still part of the marketing budget. And usually you double it. So right now, at the time of recording, we're recording the weekend it opened. I've got $141 million, which is not bad for an opening weekend, but like it's gotta go, man. Like to make any money, this thing's gonna have to really push, push, push. Do you think it's gonna do it?
Yeah, I think this one is going to be word of mouth. Like, and and it is rewatchable. Like, you can rewatch this movie. So I
I don't know
do,
if I can emotionally take that right away, man. Like I
but
kind of want to rewatch it, but it was like even knowing the movie, like when I was watching it, I was like, this is fucking stressful, man. And
but
stressful in a very good way.
it is one like I probably won't rewatch it now, but it is one like now that you know the ending, like I would be interested to see like how many hints are kind of there from the beginning,
Oh, now
right?
that you can kind of like look for
Yeah,
stuff.
right. So yeah, like again, I think you'll do it because you know it is again March, right? So most blockbusters aren't really coming till May, and I can see Amazon just leaving this out for a while to you know recoup a lot of it, and probably
You mean like leaving it in the theater instead of trying to
yeah
rush it
yeah
onto
yeah,
streaming?
and probably like if it's an Amazon film, if they're just putting poster banners on Amazon.com, does that count as marketing?
Well, that's internal marketing. Like they're already
Yeah.
like yes, but
Who
it's
does it?
not like they're doing that stuff anyway. Like their graphic designer or whoever the fuck does that. Like maybe they're not a salary position. They're probably already replaced by AI at this point because you know Bezos.
But yeah, that's the thing, right?
Like
Because
Scream 7 is still in the theater. Like just locally, I'm looking at Ready or Not 2 That's the bigger film that came out, which is it's not going to touch this. You got Undertone, which again is an indie film. I don't. I'm. Let me just. Well, like I can't think of anything that's coming out anytime soon. I mean, Hoppers is out, but that's more of a kids movie. You got Goat.
Also kids. That's
Yeah,
the thing,
man. Like
right?
I don't think there's anything for a bit. Like the biggest film that I have, just I'm on Cineplex's app. You got The Devil Wears Prada, Super Mario. These are movies coming down the line. Yeah, man. Like that's kind of the big stuff coming up. So this, yeah, I agree with you. I think this is going to chill in the theater because it's such a good theater movie too. I mean, it's actually it'd be even cool at the drive-in in the summer. You know what I mean? So it's got a 95 from the critics. It's got a 96 from the audience. As I said, it's about 2.5 hours. It does not feel it. Please don't let that scare you. I highly recommend watching this film. Sandra Hüller is actually such a fantastic actor. I mean, she doesn't have a ton of screen time in this. She plays a typical German very well. What I remember though, when I'm doing my notes, she was in both The Zone of Interest and Anatomy of the Fall in the same year, right? Like just a like powerhouse. She's another fantastic actor, and obviously our boy Ryan Gosling, huh?
She's a great singer.
She is a great singer. Ryan Gosling, man, making Canada look good. What else you got before we get out of here?
Well, especially in this film, because there is the flash forward, and let's say the people on Earth did not look as good as fucking he did.
That's true. This is true. I love that. I love the costuming. Like I love all the outfits. I like when he's getting drunk and he's got the different astronauts' glasses on. Like whoever did the wardrobe, like I would wear a lot of that stuff. Like right now, I thought it was great. And yeah, all the set design, the practical effects. It's such a gorgeous film. Is there more you want to talk about on this, or do you got something else you want to talk about?
I did watch another film, which I would recommend as well. It's on Disney Plus right now. Also a dramedy. It's This Thing's On, the Bradley Cooper film with Will Arnett. I recommend that one too, man. That one.
What's it about? Give us a plot synopsis.
Married couple, 20 years. Get separated and divorced, and instead of doing therapy, the guy takes up stand-up comedy to try to drown out all his feelings and becomes somewhat good at it. But it's a roller coaster ride as well. And that's the thing. Like it was fucking well done. I'll give it to Cooper. Also Will Arnett wrote came up with the story and wrote most of the screenplay in collaboration with Bradley Cooper. But yeah, it's a tight film. It's not that long either. About 2 hours. But I definitely recommend it. It takes grief and depression and makes it fucking realistic, especially co-parenting. Like you feel it kind of thing, and you're cheering on both parents because there isn't one that is a villain or not, right? You want both.
Just the relationship just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, kind of thing, right? Like, so there's no cheating, no nothing, and it's how do you deal with this? Like, how do you, like, if everything ends, right? Like, how do you deal with it? But yeah, it was fucking good. I definitely recommend that one.
And what's that called? Is This Thing On?
Is This Thing On? Yeah.
And you said that's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus right now.
Cool. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to get us out of here with a quote, Scott.
All right.
Amy Nicholson from the Los Angeles Times.
Come on, man.
What?
I want to hear Chris Langford's quote.
I don't have my own quote this week. Well, okay. So she says, while Stanley Kubrick's unsentimental 2001: A Space Odyssey inspired the iPad, Lord and Miller want to inspire a better version of us.
And that is our wrap for the day. Please like and subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends. If you want to get a hold of us, reach us at the www.howdyoulikethatmovie.com.
Production by Rod Shaver, Vader Monkey Productions.